It's a chance and a goal! Carl Alford! Stansfield. Goal! This has all been about the highest level of non-league football.
The Green and Whites were FA Trophy winners last season. Boss Gary Johnson's international pedigree is helping them in the quest for their ultimate goal, league football. We're in Somerset. It's our first visit this season to Huish Park. It's Yeovil against Jeff Chappell's Woking. Nationwide conference football, live.
Thanks, Rob, and a very good evening, everyone. And it sure feels nice to be back home for Yeovil Town and this wonderful Huish Stadium, which now has the brand new pitch. And they're here in their colour, just like they were at Villa Park in the Midlands for that memorable FA Trophy final towards the end of last season. Well, these fans are desperate for league football, and this is the team that Gary Johnson is hoping that's going to give them that league place come the end of this season. He sticks with the side that won 3-0 at Dorchester's Avenue Stadium in the technically home match against Halifax at the weekend. So very much an easy selection for the manager to make. Well, no such easy selection for Jeff Chappell, the Woking manager. 4 changes: David Piper, Sean Evers, new signing earlier today, Simon Roger and Grant Payne come into their starting 11. Out go Barry Moore, Robert Kemba, Chris Sharpling, who's injured, and Chris Collins doesn't figure in the 16 at all. Held up well by Payne, looking for an outlet ball now. This is Evers. Comfortable. Should be for Lockwood, although it's not a great pass, and Abbey's nearly in, and Sheffield had to react very quickly there, and Adam Lockwood put his goalkeeper in a whole heap of trouble there.
He delayed the pass, didn't he, Lockwood? Got to be much brighter than that.
Payne. Piper. And out come Yeovil with Crittenden. Williams picking up a lot of space. Possibilities here, options left and right. Gavin Williams. Now Forinton. In towards Demba. Got a flick on, coming in. Oh, it's Crittenden. But he just couldn't cushion the volley accurately enough. But it was a great ball in.
I was just thinking that Yeovil a few minutes ago. I was thinking that they hadn't put any crosses in yet, Yeovil, because they do like to pass the ball, but that's a wonderful cross. And in the end, Nick Crittenden coming in at the far post, couldn't quite direct it. The ball in by Forinton.
Forinton nearly getting beyond Sanford, who's got to stab the ball behind hurriedly for a corner, the Woking captain. McIndoe with the Yeovil corner. Demba nearly getting a free header. It's fallen now for Williams. Still in there for Yeovil. Blocked Skiverton's attempted shot.
And saw Tony Cotti for the game. We were both saying, wish we had our boots on again. Fantastic surface.
And it will certainly suit this team who like to get it down and play good football. The movement's good again here. Crittenden. Now Way. Johnson. Gavin Williams with a layoff, and Forinton with the tame effort in the end. Player who's in his second spell at Yeovil. He scored 24 goals in 22 league games back in the mid-90s for Yeovil, now at Forinton.
Woking do like to pass as well. It's something that Jeff Chappell has always wanted his teams to do, is to get the ball down and play football, pass the ball about and work your openings from there.
Good try from Brady.
Great strike, wasn't it?
No wonder he's holding his hands to his head there. That was the cleanest of clean strikes from John Brady. How far wide was this?
Well, he stuck just slightly across it, hasn't he? Just trying to put in that far side netting.
Pluck. Showing some good composure, the defender. This is Johnson. Now Crittenden. Forinton. Away from Sanford. Thought about the shot for a moment. Picked out Nick Crittenden instead. Well, he just had to watch that one carefully from Nick Crittenden, not what he intended. Forinton. Now Crittenden. Johnson. Now Now Skiverton. Lee Johnson again. Forinton bags of space for McIndoe in the attacking area. Drives in, oh, and thoroughly. Well, he didn't get a touch, and I think he just lost the flight a little bit of that, the goalkeeper, but exactly what you've been talking about, Clive Walker. McIndoe in the attacking space and area there.
Well, it's the first time we've got him this far forward, and I can't believe he's got loads of pace. As we see, he can strike it so well there. Steve Farrelly, sorry, just, well, I thought he got a hand to it, but the referee said no.
McIndoe trying his luck. Oh, and he had Farrelly scrambling for a moment there.
Then we'll just push him, woke him back deeper and deeper. Not quite clearing their lines, and Michael McIndoe just coming in, sitting up nicely for him on the volley. Only one thing in his mind, try and hit the target.
Darren Way. Oh, space again here for Williams. Looking menacing here, Gavin Williams, but no real sting in the shot. Finding him hard to pick up though.
Yeah, well, we talked about him getting into the hole, into that position just behind the front two, and again he gets in there. This time gets his shot on target, but not enough power in the strike. I think that's the situation where I'd like to see Michael McIndoe, as the ball's coming in from the other side, should be getting in that far post area for me.
And here's McIndoe trying to get something going here now for Yeovil. Gavin Williams, now Howard Forinton. Way. Charged down by Evers, but it'll be a corner.
Moving and keep passing until you get a good position.
McIndoe's corner. Oh, and it's in! A goal for Demba. A nightmare moment for Steve Farrelly. The goalkeeper couldn't hold on to McIndoe's corner, and there was Demba in position A1 to tuck in his second goal of the season. And Yeovil, after all their pressure, finally lead by a goal to nil.
Well, I think he can, Steve Farrelly can look at his defence. Ball fizzed in low to that near post area. That should never come through.
Very interesting to see what impact that has now on Woking. Clearly their confidence very fragile coming into this match. Under pressure again now. Oh, and that's late from Sanford. I think it might only be yellow because there was a little bit of cover in behind him for the Woking captain. But
desperate times for Woking now. I think 5 minutes before half-time they need to shut up shop as they have done for the opening 38, 39 minutes and just stop Yeovil from scoring again, because it could open the floodgates.
Looks like it's going to be the left foot of Michael McIndoe. Way and Johnson are there as well. It is McIndoe!
This is a wonderful, wonderful finish, isn't it? I've seen him do it before. Excellent at dead ball situations. And while I don't think Steve Farrelly had a chance, there we see it from behind the goal. Not a chance. In off that near post. Fantastic finish. But for me, in some ways, Woking have got themselves to blame. They've sat back. They played one up front, or possibly two at times. And they've come here tried to close the door, possibly in a little bit of fear because of the goals they've let in recently.
Here come Yeovil again. Tails right up now. Way tracked all the way by Brady. It was a good contest. Brady forced into conceding the corner.
Good tracking by John Brady.
Lee Johnson with the corner kick on a free header in there. Lockwood getting a touch. Demba's in there. Lockwood again off the line. Desperate for Woking, but it's gone in. Skiverton, the captain, with the final header in off the post, his 5th goal of the season. And what a spell towards the end of this first half for Yeovil. 3-0
Well, this is a much deeper cross to the far post where the big guys are. And then a little bit of indecision, they're not knowing who's going to head it, who's going to kick it off the line once. And in the end, Terry Skiverton, well, we've seen him defensive headers, but this is a lovely header by him. He's had to make all the power himself. A looping ball, he's made the power and headed into the back of the net. And Steve Fowley again getting a hand to it, just pushing it into the back of his own net. Well, you just wonder what's going to happen in the second half, Kevin. Everybody's talked about the goals that they've leaked recently. Steve Fowley must wonder where the help is going to come from his defence.
Well, they've gone so far in this first half and looking relatively secure at the back, Woking. But the floodgates really opened after that initial goal from Demba. Didn't have time really to clear their heads, and they're under pressure again here with Demba. Now Crittenden, it's well hit. It's about a yard and a half beyond Fowley's angle of post and crossbar.
I know we spoke a little bit earlier on about the shots coming in from the edge of the box, and here we see Nick Crittenden with the shot, and I think it's times like this when you can actually take those shots 3-0 up.
Crittenden. Return by Johnson. McIndoe. Huge amount of space here for Darren Way. Crittenden ahead of him. Given space to turn and get his cross in. Demba with a header. Routine for Fowley this time. And he'd be relieved about that, and relieved that referee Steve Brown has blown the half-time whistle. And in-form Yeovil Town lead at the break by 3-0. Lockwood. Lovely pass from Adam Lockwood. Each perfect pick out McIndoe. Williams, as ever, finding that 2 or 3 yards of space. McIndoe with a great run here. Well, it's a corner. Defending was good enough from Scott Smith, but again, so much good movement, fluidity about Yeovil. Skiverton is forward, hungry for his 6th goal of the season, the skipper and defender. Same towards Alford, though! Oh, he was a real battering ram figure there, Carl Alford. So typical of him. Alford. Crittenden. It's a great cross in! Chance for Forinton, missed it at the first attempt. Still in there for Howard Forinton. Eventually, Woking managed to scramble it away to Brady. Now, can he lead out a telling counter-attack here, John Brady? Brady tries his luck again! Oh, tell you, that was a coat of paint job, I think, on the left-hand post of John Sheffield.
He's hit this superbly, hasn't he? He's had a couple of pops from distance. And had another go. There we see it just fading away from that post. But in fairness, John Brady's probably the only one really having a go at the Yeovil defence.
McIndoe. Too hot to handle for Piper. Michael McIndoe looks for Alford. Oh! Just couldn't adjust his feet. Fowley was struggling with the flight of McIndoe's cross.
Well, I don't think we can give Michael McIndoe enough praise for this. Well, there's only one man who's going to win the race. But what a great ball. I mean, Ryan Giggs wouldn't be too disappointed with this, would he? That's a fantastic ball. Steve Fowley, I mean, 6'5", struggling to reach the cross.
Loose pass from Abbey. Completely unmarked here, Forinton. Acres of space to run into now, Howard Forinton. Support from Crittenden. Looks here for Alford. Given away by Sanford. Cheap possession. Gifted to Yeovil by Woking. Here's Williams. Again, Yeovil giving it back cheaply. Way. Johnson. Crittenden. McIndoe thought about the shot and then picked out Williams. There's a touch off Boardman. There'll be another Yeovil corner.
Fantastic passing, great movement, and it just seems like they're going to score whenever they will, you know, whenever they feel like it.
They work it short. That cross comes in. Oh, beautiful! It's a wonderful header from Forinton. And life just gets sweeter and sweeter for Yeovil Town. This is a comprehensive performance, and Woking have no answer to it.
Well, a great little ball in, wasn't it? Forinton first to the ball, gets in front of his marker, and it's all so easy. I said a few moments ago, it just looks like they're going to score whenever they feel like it. I think it's just a question of how many they get tonight, Kevin.
In a roller coaster management career for Mr. Non-League Jeff Chappell. 3 FA trophies with Clive Walker in the side. Nearly relegated with Kingstonian, or was relegated rather with Kingstonian in 2001. Nearly took Woking down last year. They're going to be in a relegation scrap this time round, and they're up against it again. Crittenden getting away from Ullman. Good save this time from Farrelly. Out as far as Way. Boardman in the way of that one. Crittenden. Alford finding some space. Williams. Space opening up for the shot.
Wasn't the best shot, was it? Gavin Williams being allowed by Lee Sanford to come back on his stronger right foot. I would think Lee Sanford would know better than that. He's got to keep pushing him away on his weaker foot so that he can't come back and get the shot away.
Of course, it was here, we have to remind ourselves, at Huish Park, where Yeovil squandered so many points in the last conference season. That was really the difference between going up and not. Here's a good turn and a decent try. The crowd acknowledging the turnout here tonight. They can applaud themselves because the attendance here at Huish Park tonight is in excess of 4,000. There'll be more coming here, Clive, if they serve up this kind of football. In here, aimed towards Abbey, who's there again. Skiverton, the Yeovil captain. Johnson. Crittenden. Williams offering a run again. Took that beautifully in his stride. Looks now for Alford. And safely pouched by Farrelly. A terrific build-up play again, and Gavin Williams instrumental in that.
Again, you talk about players getting in the box and scoring goals. That's where the bread and butter is from crosses in that calibre. Really great cross.
Brady twisting and turning, shooting position. Well, he's deserved a goal tonight, John Brady. He's been very close on a couple of occasions.
He's worked it all for himself again, hasn't he? All on his own there, twisting and turning, gets the shot away. Not on his strongest foot, but just sliced it wide of that post. He probably deserves a goal more than anybody for Woking.
That's always important as well for the psyche to not only rattle the goals in at one end, but clean sheets are always welcome.
Yeah, that would have been the sort of thing that would have been said at half-time. 3-0 up, at home. That'd be the main thought in their minds early in the second half to keep a clean sheet.
And here's the man of the match, McIndoe. Can he find another goal? And took a deflection. It was well held by Farrelly.
Yeah, poor touch there. Michael McIndoe onto it very, very quickly. Driving at John Boardman. He had an option as well to pass, but again, 4-0 up. You want to have a go yourself.
I have to give some credit to Woking here. Not too many heads have dropped, and they could so easily have done so in this position. They've been trying to get at least a consolation goal back. McIndoe. Oh, lovely. Space here now. It's a great opportunity for Yeovil to make it 5. And denied by a brilliant goal line clearance. Absolutely wonderful from Ullman. Here's Way. Tries his luck. Oh, unorthodox from Farrelly. Still in there for Yeovil. And driven over by Lindegaard. Williams. This is is a performance that reminds me of Doncaster's demolition of Dagenham and Redbridge a couple of weeks or so ago. Just as decisive. Lee Johnson. Oh, good strike! Fowley was beaten, but so too was his right-hand post.
Well, it says it all. Gary applauding his son there. Lee, acres and acres of space. And he's literally only just missed that by a whisker. And I would think he'd be pleased if that had got in, because not very often does he get forward and score goals. It just shows the power that Yeovil have got over Woking, and you can hear the fans now thoroughly enjoying this game. And to be fair to Yeovil, as well as scoring the goals, they played magnificently. At least got something on it at the end of the day.
Final brief comments, Clive?
I think it's just been a joy to watch Yeovil pass and move like they have done, Kevin. They've been excellent, especially when they get the ball forward in and around the edge of the box. The movement's been magnificent. I'm just looking at the players, they're all confident, they've all got good touches, and I just think I'll be pleased to come back and see them play again. It's one of those, if you're a fan, you know, if you're a Yeovil fan and you're not here tonight, come and watch them play, because if you like your football played the proper way, this is how it is.
Another wonderful series of interpassing, crisp and accurate. Lindegaard brings a save out of Fowley. Still hungry for more in the dying seconds.
McIndoe scored last time. I wonder if he'll go the other way.
Five-man Woking wall. Does its job this time, and that's it. What a night for Gary Johnson. And this crowd in excess of 4,000 that's turned up at Huish Park for the first home game of the season. It's been a magnificent performance. There aren't too many sides in the conference, if any, that could have lived with Yeovil on this form. And of course, they're going to be there or thereabouts at the end of this season. Third and second in each of the last two seasons. It's been a tough night for Steve Farrelly. Michael McIndoe, the man of the match, and deservedly so. There's some superb wing play down the left for Yeovil. Everywhere you look tonight, there's been a Yeovil player who's played at or near the top of their form, and it doesn't get any better than that for a manager. Yeovil beat Woking by 4-0.
Another goal, what's that for you? Is it 4 goals in 7 games? Not bad for a central defender.
No, you know, with people like Michael McIndoe and Nick Crittenden whipping in great balls, and our set plays have been spot on so far this season, and you know, you go on them runs. I think last year the gaffer was threatening to buy a 6'7" centre-half because I wasn't getting on the end of anything, so it's pleasing to come back with a few goals for him this season, and things are going really well for us. So
you say that, on a performance like this, what does it tell you about what Yeovil might achieve this season?
Well, at this time last year, we had a very new squad, and you know, things weren't quite gelling, but everybody knows what everybody's doing now. The gaffers added to the squad brilliantly. We're bringing in Demba, who was very lively, you know, and Carl Alford's the man for the occasion. He always comes on and puts a good performance on, especially in front of the cameras. So, you know, everybody knows what they're doing at the minute, and everybody is really sticking to their task.
Well, Terry got the 3rd goal, but you got the 2nd goal, the free kick. How important do you think that was in the process of the game?
Yeah, I think it was quite important to settle us down in front of the home crowd. We haven't played here yet this season. It was our first time back here, so it was good to get the 2nd goal and then push on for there and get a 3rd as well.
Well, you got 4 in all. Do you think you could and should have got more?
Yeah, we could have got more. Yeah, we created a lot of chances, especially in the second half. But I think 4 is acceptable really at home at the moment. I know they've conceded a lot of goals in the last 2 games. I think that's 14 goals in 3 games they've conceded, so they are open for a few goals. But I think the boys are eager to learn, and we played really well today. Well,
you got 1 great goal there tonight. You've also got 1 more thing. You're the man of the match, Nationwide Conference man of the match. Terry, if you would do the honours, please. Pass that over to Mike. Many congratulations. Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
Gary, would you describe yourself as a delighted manager, or indeed do you think you should have won by even more?
No, you've got to be delighted with the pressure we was under. I tried to take the pressure off the boys really by saying we've already got a good home form, although it's at Dorchester, and we won our last game here at Huish Park against Dover at the end of last season. But make no mistakes, there was pressure on here today to win our first day back at Huish Park, and the boys coped with it fantastically. You know, they looked like they'd been winning out there for years.
You dominated from start to finish, but you had to wait 38 minutes for that first goal. Any nerves, any edginess on the top line there from you?
Well, it's what I said to you, really. You know, we was getting to the edge of the box on several occasions with some great football, but we just couldn't get that final quality ball. And to be fair to Woking, they were defending it quite well. But what I did say, that you can't defend that 18-yard line for 90 minutes. And I think shortly after we got the first goal, and then the floodgates opened for a couple of minutes.
You say you were pleased with a performance like this. What does it tell you as manager about what this team can achieve this season?
Well, it's what I've always felt. You know, we're at a stage now where the boys know exactly what's expected of them. They all know their responsibilities. 4,000 people is a big responsibility, making that sort of noise, you know, and the Huish roar that we had today is fantastic, and we desperately want to do it for those people. Well done tonight, Gary. Thanks very much indeed.
But that's what it's all about at the top. It's Chester, a point ahead of Yeovil. Doncaster playing well as well. Thanks a lot, mate. Enjoyed it.
Cheers, Rob. Enjoyed it.
Absolutely fantastic game tonight. Yeovil back at Huish Park have kicked off back at their home with a terrific win. They're second in the table tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.